Now we're finna get into some more head knowledge.
If only people knew the true meaning.
Right.
And the real story of Abraham.
Right. That's why teachings are important.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Noble Drew Ali reminded us that people was kicked out of the holy city. That's why in this book, once we understand, he telling us the holy city of Mecca. Mm-hmm. This book telling us that Mecca is called Al-Baqar. Yeah. That the Persian changed it to the Syrian false prophet changed it into Mecca. So he's telling us right here that the people who was kicked out of the teachings of Al-Baqar still persist to this day, and you'll know them. Like now, I know them easily now, just because I got the Sufyan. But before then, it's just working off this, and it's the best what we have, and we know what we are. But now with these two combined, it's like the left arm and the right arm, left foot and the right foot, wings. We got wings now. So all we need is faith. So bam, you flying.
And right now, Mecca is being invaded by insects. Right now, I mean, UK, they everywhere they got it covered. Boy, something being real.
As you read, them plagues.
Them plagues.
It never stopped.
There's a plague going on right now.
Right now. Allah ain't gonna never stop.
It
just will be accrued if we can speak up and speak on it. Now it'll work faster. But nature gonna stay perfect. But now we finna get into this hidden word. This is where Abraham come from. Because in the Bible, in Genesis, it tells you the land of Ur.
Yeah, land of Ur.
So now this is the true name of Ur. It's the land of Uber. It's where you get the modern day in America, the word Uber.
See, with the damn Uber
driver. They telling, that's what I mean by Masons. They telling you through passwords, signs, and symbols. But if you don't know what's going on, you will keep saying they own this, they own that. They telling you this is Abraham's land. But we don't understand because we ain't been doing the study and seeking the light. We stop.
And taking you here and there to Uber driver.
Right. And that's our forefathers, a homeland in front of our faces. It's over here in America somewhere. We ain't even over here understanding and knowing. Remember he went to Egypt. Went to the Middle East. So we got two places we're talking about. A whole land, and then we got a place that we actually built the temple. So I'll start with now revealing the land of Ur, which is called Uber. One, O people, there's no other deity we should know by now other than Allah, the compassionate. Oh, no, man, I be hating that stuff, man. See how that stuff just popped out your mind and into your mouth and you just said it, and people, that is, I'm glad that you said that. But I'm saying these words, they are Persian based. Allah Akbar is not giving praise to the Creator. That's what I'm saying. Okay. If you want to give praise to the Creator, you say All Hamid, Allah. Or if you want to give praise to the Spirit of Allah, you say Allah Al-Baqar. These words are sacred. You get to just saying this stuff out. You're wondering why you having trouble. This stuff is real. Just like if you start saying in the courtroom, I'm guilty, you might find yourself in jail.
Yeah.
So
how do you plead?
Right. See, you telling on yourself.
Yeah, man.
This is why everybody want to make it to America, because you got to self-incriminate yourself.
I'm guilty. I did it.
Don't nobody just come lock you up. You got to incriminate yourself by saying these things. But we don't understand because we stopped searching for the light.
I guess that's why they even tell you got a right to remain silent, because whatever you say can be hell.
There you go.
Look how they be playing.
Yeah, or used against you.
Look how they be playing on your intelligence.
They Masons.
Yeah.
Don't ever think these people in a position of authorship and not a Mason.
Yeah.
It don't go together. You gotta have faith in order to be a Mason. So for people to be in these positions, people gotta know they got a certain faith or a certain character. Now, what goes on underneath that, it don't matter, because you ain't throwing up no signs or symbols to show that you of the same faith. This is where they crumble at. Because if we don't know these things, see, Allah is a above Masonic word.
Right. Oh.
And who above Masons is Shriners. Shriners know this word. They know when someone is in higher degree of consciousness. So you don't think people are aware and alive in this world, that they're hearing for keywords and hearing stuff for people to say? We walking around this stuff. People are waiting for this stuff to be said and heard from us. As I continue on, yeah. 3, all praise and worship be to Allah and no other. 4, let the truth be now revealed concerning the first city. The first city.
Y'all.
Known as Uber. Now watch how I say this, and this is how you get the first city. What you call your city in a city. You say they moved to the city, yep. And then they'll say rich people live in the suburb. This the word suburb.
Goodness gracious.
See how great I am in my mind? You can't get past nothing with me. This is the word suburb. The word suburb is giving homage to our father Abraham, and we don't even know none of this stuff. But we wonder why we want to go to the suburbs and be out the ghetto. Because the ghetto ain't of Abraham. Uber, the suburb. The city, the cosmos. The cosmos is our city. This is why they call it a traveling man when they watering it down. We talking about we free men on the land, free women on the land, and can travel the cosmos, our father's dominion, which got many mansions. That ain't got nothing to do with when you dead. This got to do with here. But as we continue, this is the birthplace of Abraham. The founding of the people now known as Arabs. So this is the founding place of the Morab. So this is where the Morabs were born. The same place where Abraham was born. Let not the ignorant scribes speak of ancient time they know not, nor the king nor the emperor speak of generations they cannot name in succession. We ain't never heard the president, never heard anybody say this type of generation that we getting in the Sufyan. They can't even name this stuff.
Democrats and Republicans.
Right, because they know nothing of it. They just stole this stuff. 9, verily, if a man is unable to speak with confidence the generations of his ancestors.
His man.
See what we speaking on? Our ancestors.
Not somebody else's.
So we've been keeping our ancestral line alone this whole time, but we ain't been knowing we from Abraham. Just like Jesus from Abraham. But they don't connect this stuff. So when I connect this stuff, you gonna know it. Because this is what it all come from. Ain't Jesus the seed of Abraham?
Yeah.
Come on with it. All Christians who study scripture know this. That's why I need my people who study scripture. These are people who gonna know something. Because all this come from studying scripture.
Yeah.
The next one is 10. Let him not speak of such things. Before the age of Sargon.
Oh.
That's the Sumerians. Before the age of Uruk. That's Iraq. Before even the age of the four great rivers, the Christians called the Pison, the Tigris, the Euphrates, and the Gihon. Even before the Christians existed, is what we're saying. The Moab people existed. So before any religion, before all this, the Moors existed. Morabian, the Morabites, the rabbis. 12 or 13, the lands of the south of Arabia were lush, green, and full of life. That's us. See, that south of Arabia, see, as they read and they telling you the Arab is the Moral. The south of such things, that's Arabia, that's America.
Look at that.
See, we don't know this stuff because the history ain't why ain't no other place called America.
That's right.
No other place got the word more in it.
No.
This is the place where Abraham was born.
Look at that.
But we don't know this stuff because we ain't connected it. This is why the Masons over here running stuff. This is what we put down. Now here we come.
We thinking that Abraham was born in the east.
In the east. Because we don't know our direction. But this is the east. Over there is the west. This is why I said the boys went to Egypt. That's the east. So if they went to the east, that means they was in the east. They went to the west.
Yeah.
And that's where all the doomsday. This is why all the consciousness rising over here. They flipped everything. Remember, the Master Mason made the south north.
Sure did. In the east west.
In the east west.
That's right.
This is why he said there's two.
The two east and the two west.
He confusing the people minds. You won't see that in the Sufyan that is two east and two west. So that's Masonic talk. So now we got South America out the way. 14, while men had plenty to eat and drink, they did not respect life or any law of Allah.
Can you see that today?
Yeah. Instead, like animals. This is what the people were doing. They preyed upon one another. Isn't that what's happening in America today?
Yeah.
People preying upon one another? Until one day the great man known as Abraham was born. See, so all this stopped. Because why? Allah spoke to Abraham. This is the first person Allah spoke to, and we still have Allah to this day.
Yeah.
This is what I'm so amazed by.
Yeah.
I'm born late in life, but this stuff still exists. Still exists. And this is where it's coming all from. 16, Allah spoke to Abraham. Isn't that in Genesis? Where Allah spoke with Abraham, the Almighty?
Yeah.
All right. Allah spoke to Abraham and told him to build a great city called Uber, the suburb, on the Marab River. See, we had our own river, the Marab River. We ain't never heard of that. So we know that's been crossed over with the Arabian Sea, with the Arabian River. So all these words was Arabian has been covered to cover Morabian. So there you go, Marab River that did once travel in the south of America. The Amazon, think about that big river, Amazon connecting the Great Lakes.
That's what I was thinking about.
And into the Arabian Sea, the Persian Sea.
Amazon.
And that's all in that area. Mediterranean, all leads all the way. That's the top part of it. The bottom leads up to the top. This is why they say the Nile flowed upward.
We got Amazon and Uber.
Ooh, we got Amazon. And in America, we got Amazon taking over everything.
Look at that.
Uber take over everything.
Show this and look at that. I mean, even look where we order stuff from. That's Amazon.
That's Amazon. They using our science against us, hoping we never wake up to it. This is the greatest land to be on. This is where Abraham was born. 17, with guidance from Allah, Abraham gave the people the first law. But the people rebelled against Abraham and the law of Allah by sacrificing children and animals to pagan gods. Now, this is the point where Noble Drew Ali come and bring it home. This is what he said to us. Through sin and disobedience, every nation has suffered slavery due to the fact that they honored not the creed and the principles of their forefathers.
Yeah.
Check this out. Then next, that is why the nationality of the Moors was taken away from them in 1774.
Crazy.
We knew who we was all the way up to these points until when the Constitution 1776.
Yeah, that's when everything changed.
This what started confusing.
Yeah.
Then they say the word Moors was taken away from them in 1774, and the word Negro, black, color,
Came in
and that's where we born into them type of names. You seen the era of Negro and color.
I just saw it when I filled out that paperwork
Right.
on that registration of election.
Right. So this is what it's saying. Color and was given to the Asiatics of America. Remember you just read about Asia? The Asiatics of America who were of Moorish descent. Did this man lie to us?
On point.
We might got to figure it out what he's saying, but he did not. To find out we Moorish descent, and Moorish now cover the word Moraba. That can't be no better word than to define who we are.
Yeah.
Because the ancient people are the ancient people. Yeah. But if we descendants of them, we steal them, and we're going to have the likeness of them.
Yeah.
And that word is Islam, again, Moorish descent, because they honor not the principles of their mother and father, and strayed after the gods of Europe, of whom they knew nothing. That's what we just read. The pagan gods. Pagan gods sacrifice children and animals. This is how you know these are the pagans. So number 19. So Allah instructed Abraham at the site of Al-Bakar, which we now known at what they say will be Mecca. At the site of Al-Bakar, but we know that's not. At the site of Al-Bakar, to bring knowledge to the world and to use the sap of frankincense plant. And use the sap of frankincense plant as an acceptable offering instead of smell of burnt flesh of sacrificed children.
Goodness gracious.
Don't nobody do sacrifice children like the Bohemian Grove. See, that's California. This is how I learned. That's why I could put it together, because when we went to California, this is where you see it open up at.
Goodness gracious.
This is how we move.
Yeah.
When we talking about we move from the west to the east, we're not talking about from America to Africa. We're talking about from California to Florida.
Yeah.
And when you take this path from California to Florida, you will see the grand understanding of when it said the lands is nothing but mountains. You won't know this until you go west. Man, it's nothing but mountains. We in the holy place, but we ain't been across the world or across America to even know the terrain. Because that was our first time, and it felt like a reminiscence, didn't it? Like I've been there before. But that's what it was talking about. And that sacred word is Moabit or Moabia. The Moabic desert.
Yeah.
That's what that is. That's Moraba.
Look at that.
You got the Moabit, all that. Yeah, all that's Moraba. Okay, one more. 20. Thus, Abraham is the father of all of Arabia and the East. Chinese people, Indian people, Hindu people, all these people come from Abraham, which means they come from Moors, which means they come out of the dark man.
Right.
Out of the darkness comes the light. Just out of the Moor comes the white.
Oh.
And we'll close on that. Peace and love, eternal love, and KOS.